This is one of the most interesting areas of development in the crypto space. Recently, even Brian Armstrong gave a shout out to it during our interview.
Because you work with crypto, a lot of which is very decentralized, but you're just a company, right? Run by people. In a sense, you're a regular company. So you straddle the two worlds. What do you understand that the rest of us don't?
Well, I would hesitate to say that I know for sure anything's going to happen in the next 20 years, but I'll tell you where I think the corporation could go, or it may not even be a corporation in the traditional sense, but it's an organization, how people come together to get things done. So one of the brilliant things that's been created in crypto is this idea of a smart contract. And it's, instead of using lawyers to write on a piece of paper a contract between people, you can essentially codify these principles in software, in code, and run it on a global decentralized blockchain, which is something that Ethereum allowed us to do, this idea of a smart contract. So that's kind of a nebulous idea, but what ended up happening in practice was people started creating these decentralized autonomous organizations, or DAOs, and it allowed people all over the world to kind of come participate in these groups.
So what are DAOs? A decentralized autonomous organization, or DAO, is a group that shares a mission and coordinates around a set of rules enforced by the blockchain. You can think of a DAO as a company run on the blockchain. Before you start, please don't forget to subscribe, as that helps me make more videos like this. One of the main benefits of DAOs compared to public traded companies is that all the actions and funding is transparent to anyone to view. This significantly reduces the amount of censorship and corruption within a DAO. Publicly traded companies must provide audited financial statements, but shareholders only see that every quarter or so. And so you can only see a snapshot of a company every now and then. Since a DAO's balance sheet exists on the blockchain, they are available to be seen at any moment in time. One of the beautiful things about decentralized protocols is that their code, transaction history, and smart contracts can be seen, copied, and audited by anyone. That openness acts as a check and balance and incentivizes good behavior and protocol optimization. Because if enough people disagree of the way the protocol is going, or if it's not generating enough value, they can just fork it. One of the crazy things about it is that there is already $1 billion of value locked into DAOs and 65,000 members around it, so it's not that new. Let's go over examples of DAOs to give a better idea of what they are. So the first DAO to be launched was called the DAO and was launched in April 2016 and was a decentralized venture fund. Members contributed Ethereum and got back DAO tokens, and with those tokens, members could vote for projects that would be funded by this DAO. It raised around $150 million in Ethereum, but unfortunately it was hacked, and $60 million out of it was stolen. One interesting aspect of it is that even though the DAO is now defunct, anyone can see all its transaction history because everything was recorded in the public blockchain. Crypto projects themselves can be considered DAOs if decisions are taken by a decentralized team holding their tokens. For example, token holders of MakerDAO, a decentralized stablecoin, can determine the governance and even change value parameters as, for example, fees that are charged. The DAO's asset can be controlled by stakeholders via token. Stakeholders can be pseudonymous that are distributed around the globe. These pseudonymous around the world can distribute the assets to do anything, including hiring. This is not science fiction, that's something that's happening today. For example, the Empty Set Dollar DAO has come together to hire a community manager for $180,000 only based on its reputation. And Louis said that this was his highest salary in its career. We have seen a number of DAOs that are focusing on investment and giving grants. For example, Moloch DAO is focusing on improving the Ethereum ecosystem. Another example is Metacartel Ventures is a for-profit DAO that's focused in investing into dApps and has invested in many famous projects including Zapper and Ray. Another big example of DAOs are DAOs that are focused on NFTs and virtual game goods. Yield Guild Games is a play-to-earn gaming guild. It's turning gamers into investors into NFTs, into different games. Another big example is Flamingo DAO. That's a for-profit investing into NFTs, and they made huge headlines when they bought one CryptoPunk NFT for around $762 in Ethereum. So what is the future of DAOs? We're just starting to scratch the surface and play around with governance with DAOs. With time, DAOs will be able to play around with different governance systems and improve quickly, and we will see which ones work and which ones don't work. One possible application of a DAO is for members to build up their reputation over time in that DAO, and they don't need to reveal their identity. This allows DAOs to reward individual contributors, not based on their social status or anything like that. What about the risks? DAOs are a powerful way to organize, but there's still many issues with it. There are no legal contracts or anything enforcing the DAO except the smart contract. This can create issues if the DAO is centralized or if it's vaguely defined. But there might be legal entities behind the DAOs themselves. Wyoming, for example, passed a bill that legally recognized the creation of DAOs in that state. Also, depending on how the DAO is set up, it might be difficult to coordinate and make quickly changes if necessary. And that's compared to having a CEO that controls everything and makes decisions very quickly. However, a DAO could set rules and enforce quorums, and also how quickly DAO members need to respond. There could be also DAO apathy, so members forget to vote or don't even participate in the DAO that they're part of. All in all, DAOs are the most exciting area in the crypto space in the coming years. I hope you liked this video and leave any comments down below. See ya!